against Mulisks in general. So it does look like the immediate threat has gone away. Reach lost a number of probes though, and he lost his cannons, and he's going to have to now rebuild. We'll see if Hive decides to stick on this build. Critically though, Hive has denied Reach an early attack by the fact that he has all these mutas, and they have +1 carapace. So he was definitely expecting to do this right from the start, and this is a really interesting build here from Hive. I haven't seen this very often at all. Reach, of course, didn't go heavy on the Corsairs when he saw the 5-hatch build, but the 5-hatch doesn't definitively mean they're not going to go for Mutalisks. It just means they're not going to go for Mutalisks early on. And, you know, certainly it's still a possibility for Zerg to transition them into them just by saving up some more gas. And there's Reach just still trying to get a scout around, but there's so many Corsairs and Mutalisks in the air that he's not going to get any kind of decent information here with just this one Corsair. And Reach might even lose his Corsair to just mutas. It looks like he won't. So Reach is right now pinned in his base a little bit. I really feel like he needs to make some Archons too. He hasn't really made any. And here's some Hydras for a possible follow-up. Of course, that's the problem. When you're confined to 2 base, you just don't have that much gas. And you have to decide whether to get Archons to deal with Mutalisks or to get just normal Templar to deal with Hydralisks. And Reach also getting a robotics facility, maybe for observers, I guess. I don't think he's going to go for any kind of shuttle play here with that much air and, you know, flying around here. And we are seeing a transition into Hydralisks, because this is very powerful from Hive. I'm a little bit worried about Reach not being able to move out yet. He's got a number of Dragoons, in fact. Interesting enough, he's gotten a lot of Dragoons. He's going to be going for a kind of a Dragoon Templar timing attack there. I don't know how well it's going to work, though. Generally, it's not necessarily the best build. Good snipe there by Hive. I don't know if he actually got any of those High Templar, but the combination of Hydralisk, Mutalisk is very good if you have a decent micro and can pick off those High Templar, because that makes the Protoss unit so much more vulnerable. Without the Storm, here he goes though, possibly going for more snipes. He needs to be very careful. This is a delicate game by both players. Both want to just protect their very delicate units here. Of course, the Mutas need to be protected against Storm, and the rest of the Protoss units need to save their High Templar. And like I'm saying, like I said, I really feel like Reach needs at least one Archon here, because Dragoons are not that effective against that many Mutalisks. He's got his forces in the middle of the map, but the problem is there's no element of surprise, and we're seeing some great micro here from Hive. I mean, Hive dancing away from that Storm perfectly and picking off the last remaining Corsair. And the thing is, Reach can easily get surrounded here in the middle of the map. He knows he has to go for a timing attack, though, to stop this Zerg economy from just overrunning him, and then maybe to set up an expansion of his own. But looks like he's now knocking at the doors here, but I think Hive just has too many Hydralisks and now Lurkers. Oh no, this is going to be really bad for Reach if he persists in this and gets skewered by those Lurkers. Reach getting some reinforcements up. Oh, great Storm though by Reach. He could still pull it off if he manages to take out all these Sunkens again to the main base before the Lurkers hatch. He needs to get some Storms on all those clumped up Lurkers. There's an Archon. It's going to go down to the Hydralisks though, and there's the Lurkers coming out. Reach needs to be very careful. I think it's time for him to withdraw right now. He can't afford to lose these High Templar. He needs to withdraw right now. There's no way he can persist to attack. I don't even think he has an observer, which is certainly a strong argument for retreating. He might be able to take down this front hatchery and the den, though, and that would be a big coup for him if he manages to prevent himself from dying to a surround attack. I don't know if that's possible, though. Reach trying to get some speed lots over there. A bunch of Mutalisks coming from behind, Hydras coming from in front. Reach needs to focus on those buildings if he wants to get them down, and those Mutalisks are doing a great job of intercepting reinforcements like we're seeing here, and it looks like Reach might be forced to back off. That would be huge. Be a huge loss for him if he is forced to back off here. Reach trying to get some Storms off. That was a good Storm. That was a very good Storm. Very nice. It didn't look like he was able to take that Storm and dodge it, I mean, but looks like he's managed to get Hydras now out in front of his units, and now the problem is he couldn't have gotten any more Lurkers because they were stuck, I think. Yeah, it's very hard for him to get past the barricade he created for himself, but it looks like he does have enough units now to push Reach away, so Reach not in a great position. Like I said, the Protoss doesn't want to lose their army. They want to be able to keep their army there to continuously harass the Zerg at different locations. They don't want to fight these pitched battles with the Zerg, especially when they lose them, and then they don't have anything to counteract against the Zerg, because Zerg obviously replace their armies much faster, and Reach trying to pick up this third base here. I don't know if he'll be able to do it. I don't think he has any observers is the problem. He has a good number of Dragoons, which are good against Lurkers, but I don't know, though. I mean, he doesn't seem like, does he have +1 attack? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure +1 attack for the Hydras has been finished right now. Reach needs more High Templar, though, and the High Templar getting sniped there. Ouch. Not good for Reach. This position also is very hard to defend, I think, this expansion location. I don't know if it's necessarily the best one he could have gone for. He could have gone for the bottom right, which might have been better. Reach now going to pick off that one Lurker, but there's more following up, and Reach just being pushed off from all sides there, being attacked by on all sides, and looks like the expansion attempt by Reach goes down. He's still not out of this game, but he is falling farther and farther behind. He managed to pick off the mutas at least, but look at this. I mean, we're seeing Hive already for Hiva. Hiva has just gone for a very nice transition from 5-hatch into mutas, and then into Hydras, and then into Lurkers, and now into Hive. We'll see if he decides to go for Dark Swarm or for Cracklings and Ultras, or what tech he decides to go for specifically. All those are viable options, of course. Most likely it is going to be some kind of Dark Swarm Lurker Ling combination, though, given that his tech choices right now. And Reach now moving forward. He needs to take back his ramp here. He needs a Storm, and there's a Storm, but all those Lurkers are just tearing apart those Zealots. The Zealots running in front, but the Lurkers are so good against them. And what is that High Templar doing? That High Templar is going to definitely get picked off. Actually, it's just hanging out there. Reach, of course, grouped it with the rest of his units, but looks like it's been spared by all those Zerg units. The thing is, Reach needs to put up another expansion. I don't know if it's critical for him to necessarily try to kill off Hiva, but at the same time, of course, he needs to kill off Hiva's units to be able to put up an expansion. So I guess it's just a very difficult position for him to be in. And Hiva's all over the place, playing like a Protoss against a Terran player, just attacking from all different avenues. And that's really keeping Reach away from picking up an expansion. In fact, I'm sure a lot of probes that were trying to expand have been picked off also by Hiva's units. And Hiva with just pockets of Hydras everywhere. There's a probe, but it gets sniped by those Hydras. Reach has gotten so many probes sniped, actually. Probes that are trying to expand sniped, and this is looking terrible economically speaking. Reach is going to get mined out, and that's going to be it for him if he can't pick up an expansion, because he just won't be able to have the minerals coming in to deal with it, to be able to make armies. A lot of Scourge up, hunting for observers, obviously, with the Overlord. Very smart move there. There's one observer, just one observer left, and that's going to be it. If it goes down, oh, 2 observers, but it does look like they might go down. Reach dancing the observers, very nice though. 1 observer still alive for Reach, but he loses his Archon, and his High Templar gets sniped. This is not looking good for Reach, like I said. Chupung-Ryeong, I mean, you just can't let your Zerg opponent take his half of the map, and Reach going for distance mining now. That's not good. I mean, it works kind of in PvP, actually, because, the other player can't expand, but in this case, clearly it's different. Clearly, Hiva has gotten 2 more bases on Reach, and he's going to be fine. There is Defiler's mound, and that is going to be pretty much it once he gets Defilers against this heavy Dragoon force. Obviously, Dragoons are useless against Dark Swarm. And, yeah, more defense is going up for that expansion in case Reach does break through. It doesn't seem like he will. It doesn't seem like he's even putting a Nexus down anywhere. Just distance mining. That just, that's just not going to work. There's the Defilers out. I love Defilers. Zerg versus Protoss, just a great unit. And there is the finishing blow there. Lurkers in the mineral line, so Hiva managing to beat the Mantos and Reach, he was impressive against Hoja, but I gotta say, probably the weakest matchup he still is facing is Zerg versus Protoss. It's still his weakest lineup, as it has been historically. He did manage to beat Hoja, in that spectacular game, but that was pretty much it. I don't know where the Lings and Lurkers are, because that Dark Swarm is actually helping Reach's units for now. They're protecting them from those sunken colonies, and it doesn't really look like it's going to matter, though. Lurkers, once they get underneath, they're going to be so deadly, and yeah, that's going to be it. Reach running through, trying to do some damage, but that's going to be it. But, note that Reach, of course, goes for a final desperation attack always before GGing, which he is going to be forced to do at any moment right now. But he makes sure he uses up all of his units. There's GG coming from Reach, and I am not going to cast the rest of this series. I am going to check out the results right now, so if you don't want to be spoiled as to the results of Ace versus eSTRO, just stop the video right now. if you do want to be spoiled, okay, the results are that eSTRO managed to win, actually. Hyvaa accomplished almost an all-kill there. He manages to win this game, of course, and the next 2 games against Oversty and Anytime. 3-game win streak there, and managing to take out Air Force Ace. Well, Reach, I certainly felt, played very well against C. Really. I think he didn't play poorly in this game. It was just a matter of C. Really defending that timing attack very well with those lurkers. I mean, man, he got those lurkers just on time. Good game by Hyvaa, actually. I do think this guy has potential as long as he gets his control better. I mean, he really needs to improve his multi-unit control, and then really then he can step into the A class, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Cholera, signing off.